day, everyone. We are the Group 4, and today we are going to talk about the major development programs and personalities in science and technology in the Philippines. Science and technology in the Philippines. Science and technology is a broad term that refers to both scientific and technological and their relationship. Science and technology describe scientific and technological progress made by the Philippines and analysis related to policy issues. It is also an interdisciplinary topic encompassing science, technology, and their interactions. Therefore, science and technology made our lives and daily routines became more easier. Science and technology in the Philippines first started during the pre-colonial period, followed by the Spanish colonial period, American period, and post-Commonwealth era, Marcos era and martial law, and Fifth Republic. The Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, is the main agency responsible for managing science and technology. It is also responsible for the coordination of science and technology-related projects here in the Philippines. And here are the major development programs in science and technology here in the Philippines.
Balik Science Program. The program aims to encourage Filipino scientists or scientists of Filipino descent to return to the Philippines and conduct research or scientific undertakings. As of December 2017, there were 497 scientists who served under the program. President Rodrigo Duterte institutionalized the program with Republic Act 11035, the Balik Scientist Act, signed on June 15, 2018. According to UNESCO, a country should have 380 scientists or researchers per million population. However, in the Philippines, there are only 189 researchers or scientists per million, which means that there is a gap of around 19,000 researchers or scientists. As a Balik scientist, his goal to improve ability of the country to utilize advanced technology in addressing problems on natural resources management, especially as related to climate and environmental change. Order of National Scientists, the Presidential Decree number 1003 on December 17, 1976, established the National Academy of Science and Technology to become the highest recognition and advisory body on science and technology. Part of this degree is the establishment of the Order of National Scientists. Grants and Aid Program. The government funds scientific and technological undertakings to promote development in the country. It also promotes technology transfer, innovation, human resources development, and productivity improvement. Another development it is Forest Products Research and Development Institute. This institute conducts research on wood products like rubber, paper, pulp, and other forest products. And fifth, Philippine Nuclear Research Institute. This institute conducts researches on the safe use of nuclear energy for medical, agriculture, environmental, and industrial purposes. Project NOAA, Nationwide Operational Assessment of Hazards. It is the Philippines' primary disaster risk reduction and management program managed by University of the Philippines. It was initially administered by the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, from 2012 to 2017.
It is also the DOST response to the call of President Benigno Aquino for a more accurate, integrated, and responsive disaster prevention and mitigation system, especially in high-risk areas throughout the Philippines. Next is the Grants and Aid Program of the Department of Science and Technology. It aims to harness the country's scientific and technological capabilities by providing financial grants to science and technology programs or projects to spur a sustainable economic growth for the country. It is to also contribute to productivity improvement and quality of life of Filipino people by generating and promoting appropriate technologies. Promotes technology transfer, innovation, human resources development, and productivity improvement.
And last, PCA-RI project, the Philippine California Advanced Research Institute project aims to develop our science and technology manpower through scholarships, trainings, and research collaborations with top universities and institutions in California and USA.
This project aims to establish a platform for capacity building to fulfill the Philippine government's goal of mobilizing knowledge for greater productivity and economic growth in the areas of information infrastructure development and health innovation and transnational medicine. Moving on to the personalities in science and technology in the Philippines. Fe Del Mundo is a national scientist here in the Philippines. She founded the first pediatric hospital in the Philippines and is known for shaping the modern child healthcare system in the Philippines. She was also the founder and the first president of the Philippine Pediatric Society and the first Asian to be elected president of the Philippine Medical Association in its 65 years of existence and the first Asian to be voted president of the Medical Women's International Association. Edgardo Gomez is also a national scientist in the Philippines. He is a Filipino biologist who was conferred the rank of National Scientist of the Philippines in 2014. Gomez saw the need to protect the Philippine archipelago's vast marine resources, in particular that of coral reefs. So, he led the world's first national-scale assessment of damage to coral reefs, leading to international conservation initiatives such as the replanting of corals. Julian Banzon is a Filipino biochemist. He is also an outstanding scientist, scholar, professor, and biophysical chemist, and was born in Balanga, Bataan on March 25, 1908. He also renowned in the field of chemistry and gained recognition for his notable researches on the Philippine coconut and other indigenous materials such as renewable sources of chemicals in fuels. Dr. Carmen Velasquez is a Philippine parasitologist and former justice. Dr. Velasquez's contributions to science include 32 new species and one of the new genus of diogenic trematodes from the Philippine food fishes. Dr. Francisco Fronda is also a national scientist who devoted over 6 decades of his life to teaching, research, and extension services. He has no less than 500 scientific articles of great value in the development of poultry and livestock industry. He also authored the textbook and poultry science production for students in agriculture and co-authored a series of books entitled Let Us Raise series. Eduardo Quisumbing is a Filipino biologist and a leading authority of plants in the Philippines. He earned his BSA in biology at the University of the Philippines Los Baños in 1918 and PhD in plant taxonomy, systematics, and morphology at the University of Chicago in 1923. Dr. Gavino Trono is a Filipino biologist who is also known as the father of Kapaphaicus farming. He is also a national scientist here in the Philippines and is known for seaweed farming. Dr. Dolores Ramirez is recognized for her researches in biochemical genetics and cytogenetics. She has been working on the genetic systems controlling the makapuno endosperm of coconut, the genetics of chemical resistance factors against Cercophosphora kex leaf spot, and the cytogenetics of the hybrids of rice with related wild species. Dr. Francisco O. Santos is a national scientist who is known as the man who dreamed of a nation of healthy Filipinos. Through a long and fruitful career in human nutrition and agricultural chemistry, Dr. Santos' wit and education were put to good use. His work was predominantly focused on improving the condition of nutrition and diet in the Philippines. Gregorio Y. Zara is the inventor of the videophone. He discovered the physical law of electrical kinetic resistance, invented the Earth induction compass, which is still used by pilots, and in 1954, his airplane engine powered by alcohol had a successful test flight at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Without the knowledge and technologies made possible by science, the modern world would not be even remotely be modern. The improvement of people's daily lives and the country's economic progress in the Philippines are significantly influenced by the science and technology. So all that we see around us is the gift of science and technology. And that would be all. Thank you so much for watching.